Welcome back, guys. In this episode, we're going to be focusing on the EPEC stuff. But I want to start off by putting in some airports because we've had aircraft for a while and I want to do that. But I want to do it really, really quickly. So I'm just going to tell you about the locations and then I'm going to just like throw everything in like off cam. So I wanted to pick areas which were going to kind of show off the map with the flights, but also be like practical. And so like Biggleswade like stuck out as being like a really good place for an airport. Like, I thought, what about having flights like flying through this valley? I thought that might look really good, like flying over the town of Biggleswade. So I'm going to put in, I think, a double airport down here. Because it's really nice and flat down here. So I think I'm going to have a double airport in here. And then I'm going to stay away from the map edges. Because like when you're flying, right, like it's kind of off-putting to see like the edge of the map. So I'm going to stay like kind of in the middle of the map so that it's kind of more realistic if we're flying around. And then I thought like, well, how do I want to kind of show off the map? So like flying in this direction kind of takes us naturally over towards Ashton. So I thought to link up to these four, which are linked up by, they're currently linked up with buses, but I'm sure we'll put passenger trains in eventually. So I thought, how about like down by the river, like down here, because then we get flights coming in, like over the town, alongside the river. We see all the boats and everything. So I'm going to put one in there, and then I've kind of been umming and ahhing because I'm thinking like somewhere over here by Sedberg, and the other spot is over here by Tavistock. Because there's a relatively flat area over here. If I flip this around a little bit, this is relatively flat here. In fact, it's very flat right there. And it's kind of cool having planes kind of flying through the valley or whatever. So right, let me get it all put in, and then I'll kind of show you what I've done. Okay, it is now 36 hours later. And I haven't spent all 36 hours working on this. I did actually get some sleep. But yeah, things kind of went off at various different tangents. Let me show you. First of all, let's talk about the airports, which is not where the time went in. We'll get to the other stuff. Oh, man. So let's start off with the two airlines. Right, so we have got one which runs from Biggleswade to Ashton. It's just a straight loop, and I've tried to be very careful with these and try and make them both practical, but also to give us really, really nice flights. So you can see that we've got these flights actually coming like through the valley and like going round the mountains and stuff. Same over here. Look at this. Actually goes around this mountain coming in here. Now the line that goes from Biggleswade, Tavistock, well, it's actually you know what, I'm going to change that because it's actually the other way around. It goes Biggleswade, Sedberg, Tavistock, and I'm only going to have it one way. I'm not going to do the other direction. So it is what it is, and these are probably going to be the only two routes that we have. I don't know. We'll see. It's possible that I might put more in, but I think I'm probably just going to go with that. We'll see. I might be doing some air freight later. That might change things. But I think for passengers, this is probably going to be it. So that's those. And as far as I've already put the planes on, they haven't rolled out yet. They're still in the airport buildings. But we've got 6 planes on at each end for Biggleswade, Ashton. And then we've got, I don't know how I split this up. I've got like, I think it's 6, 6 and 4, because one of the legs between Tavistock and Sedberg is a relatively short leg. So I just put 4 planes on at that end. So that's it. That's the planes. And we're going to leave that there for now. Right, let's talk trams. So let's bring up the trams. We'll come back to Biggleswade in a minute. So here's Sedberg. and Sedberg Airport. Now, this is actually Sedberg Hill Airport, right? Because I ended up putting in a freaking hill to put this in. And I must admit, I am very, very pleased with it. Now some of the last 36 hours, like a fair amount, has been spent on decoration. So, for example, like we've got a forest here, and we've got a forest over there. So I put in these two little forests. I've put in decoration. I've done the forest out as far as here, all round here, all round here, all round here, all round here. We've obviously got Ashby Forest over here, which is supplying our logs and planks. I've put in a big forest area around here. And I've done all the forests in here, extending them out and whatever. And I've got to say, the valley now is just stunning. It just gets better and better and better. And we'll talk about Chudley in a minute. But yeah, the place is just freaking awesome. And I thought since we're doing Biggleswade and whatever, we'd want at least half of the valley decorated. I just couldn't get around to it because my hand was like cramping up after putting so much of this stuff in. But that isn't where the majority of the time went. The majority of the time went on Biggleswade, which we'll come to in a second. So let's bring this back up. So Sedberg, 2 lines, clockwise, anti-clockwise. We've got. I extended this station out to a 4-platform station. We've got a little 2-platform station over here. Yeah, I could have just thrown in some bus stations, but no, I didn't want to do that. Because if I'd have done that, then people have to cross the road. And I didn't want them crossing the road. So I put in a little turnaround, a little tram station. So that's Sedberg. Let's go and have a look at Tavistock. Tavistock, again, just a single route going out to the airport. We'll see how that works. Now, I haven't run this on, so I don't know how this is going to work. We will see. But I've got a sneaking suspicion that this is going to work pretty darned well. So that's a pretty simple one. You can see how many trains are on each of these. So that's Tavistock. And then over here we've got Ashton. Ashton's slightly different. Now, I should bring up, actually, this is a good point. I should bring these up so you can actually see. So here we've got a stop on the way out of town, and then it goes out to the airport. But I've also put in a bus station as well, so that if I switch this on, the intercity buses also stop here. That might get us a few more passengers. We'll see. Let's go back to the trams view, right? And now I've got the bus stops on. I should show you in Sedberg. There are a couple of stops. There's one stop going out that way, and there's one stop going out that way. And it stops both ways. So that should maybe bring us in a few more passengers here, but also maybe a few more passengers here, which would be very nice. Alrighty. Okay, that's right. Let's talk Biggleswade. Now, I have to say, first of all, I am staggeringly pleased with what I've done in Biggleswade. Let's look at the tram routes so that we can turn them off. So we've got a tram route going from the main depot here out to the airport. Then I put in some other ones. We've got one route that goes from the same station out this way to a turnaround station there. We've got one line that comes from a station here out to a turnaround point there and back. It's a very short line. And then here it goes up here. And then instead of having a turnaround point, it just goes around to this stop, and then back down the rest of the route. So, let's talk Biggleswade for a second. Let's turn all these things off so that we can actually enjoy this. Biggleswade kind of got out of hand. And it all started off because I wanted to put in... what actually happened was... there was a kind of a shape in the roads which kind of lent itself to put in one of these in. I thought, oh, one of those would fit in kind of nicely there. But I had to make some changes and upgrade some roads. And the problem was that we had an underground station in here, an underground passenger train station. And I couldn't change the roads that were above it. It was giving me collisions. I couldn't upgrade them. I couldn't do anything. So I ended up having to demolish some roads to try and get this in. And then this just became more and more elaborate. And then eventually I thought, you know what? I've knocked down so many roads. I might as well rip out the underground station and put in the overground station that we said we would do, right? Yeah, that turned into a whole thing, right? At first I had a sloped station in, but that didn't really work because then I couldn't get the track up. Now this is going to be above ground going through here, but for now I've just hooked it up to the existing underground until I sort Chudley out. But then I started decorating and it just got completely out of control. Now, I absolutely love it. But man, the freaking time that went into this was just crazy. And first of all, I put in this car park over here on this slope, which I really liked. I really liked that. But then I thought, oh, you know what? I could put one on the other side. And then I ended up putting this flat one in with this sloping road coming down to it, and then linked it up on this side, and I have been having a ball with this. One thing that did take, so long, was putting these fences alongside the edge of the platforms, because look at this. Now, you got to bear in mind, these fences collide with the platforms, right? And to get that exactly the right height, exactly like pixel perfect, so it looks like it's attached to the station, oh, that took some time. The bad news is that having done that, I then wanted to repeat the process on the other side, and I spent ages trying to get this, and that is as close as I could get it. That is the best I could do, and I still think it looks good, but it's just not quite as good as this one. This one is just freaking awesome. But these fences, we need more stuff like that in the game. This one along here is pretty good, but that one was a lot easier. But for here, right? Look, that's dangerous. But somebody could fall off there and break their neck. Health and safety would be all over us if we left that like that. So we're not going to leave it like that. We're going to grab a fence and we're going to put in a nice fence along the edge of here, like something like that, I think. And we'll just straighten it up so that it's nice and level with the street, and in you go. Boom. Alrighty. Okay, so that's that. And I spent ages putting this bridge in and dipping the road underneath and all that kind of stuff. Seriously, I've been having a freaking ball. There's so much stuff. Putting this bridge in and putting this little road system in and stuff. God, I've been having a ball. And I really do. I don't know what you guys think. And, I know some people don't like me doing this stuff, but as far as I'm concerned, it's worth every second that I spend on it because it's just looking incredible. And for example, I put track along the side of here to just shape this nicely, and I've spent so much time doing just little details like that, all over the frickin' place. I've gone from one thing to the next thing to the next thing to the next thing. Now, one of the things that I've done, which is, and this I need to tell you about, is with the goods. There's two things I need to do before I talk to you about the goods, because that's going to lead us into the next part, the next phase of the master plan, right? But before we get to that, I've got a couple of things that I need to do. Let's do the planks first. So, if we go over here, we have got loads of logs waiting here. We've got 333 logs, right? Because we haven't got enough trains on that side. So we are going, Ashbeat logs and planks. We've got 4 vehicles on there, but it's such a long line going all around there that we need more trains than that. And I think, See, I'm thinking we could double that. In fact, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. If we've got too many, then I'll get rid of them. But we are gonna go A3/5. I am gonna start varying the trains, but we'll talk about that another time, to be honest, because we've got so much to cover in this. So I'm gonna get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 trains. Set you online. Ashby logs and planks. Boom, done. All right, that's that. Next thing, and I'm so glad I found this. I couldn't figure out why we weren't getting like more oil being shipped up here. And then I spotted this. When I redid the harbours and whatever, we've got the crude and fuel and the crude A1. Now, originally, we were shipping crude from here direct around to here. But then I said, we're not going to do that. We're going to ship. This was a fuel line. I changed this to fuel and crude so that it's shipping the crude into this harbour. And then I should have changed the crude A1 line so that it was shipping from this harbour out there. But for some reason, I must have forgotten to do it. I don't know how that happened, but it's happened. Anyway, we've ended up with a lot of fuel here. We've got like 268 fuel. That's like 2 shiploads of fuel. And what's happening is crude is actually being shipped from this harbour up to here. Look, in fact, this ship's about to pull in, and look, it's got 75 fuel and 75 crude because it's shipping crude from here, from this oil well, up to here to be sent over to here, which is obviously like silly. And that's also putting a dent in the fuel that we're getting. So we're not getting as much fuel as we should be getting shipped up here. So yeah, this is causing issues. So we need to fix this. But I don't want to lose this oil if I can avoid it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put an extra couple of ships on here. Buy ships. I'm going to put an extra couple of handles, 1, 2, and put those on crude A1. Now, when we crank this up, I'm going to let these go and grab that fuel, and then I'll change this line and move it so that it's coming out of this harbour. So I've got to try and remember to do that. Right, okay, now we can start talking about the goods and the next phase of the master plan, which is going to be quite cool. So, first of all, we are shipping goods from the goods factory, which is over there, come over to this distribution point, come through the main distribution point, over to here, then they get shipped up to Biggleswade, and we've put in one extension line, which goes out to Eastbourne. Okay, good. So, we want to extend those, so we're going to put in 2 new lines, boom, boom, we can set that back to what it was. So, this is going to be goods, this is going to be goods, and this one's going to be TF Chudley goods, and this one is going to be TF Aspatria goods. Right, now this is definitely part of the master plan. Now you may think, yeah, well, like big deal, you're going to ship some goods. No. There's a lot more to it than that. So, Chudley goods is going to go from Biggleswade to Chudley. And then Aspatria is going to go from Chudley up to Aspatria. Oh, okay. So now we're distributing goods to all of these towns. Great, excellent. That's one step further on the EPEC challenge. But we're gonna do something a bit clever. Well, cleverish. Okay, so because of that, I did some work. Like I tidied this up so that we've just got the goods going into one platform, the fuel going into the other platform. Sorted it out up here as well. Cleaned all this up. I tidied this up and put a depot in over here. Made sure we had X's in all over the place. Chudley Station, Chudley Freight Station, I upgraded. This was a 160 station. I've upgraded this to a 320, and it's actually sloped. It's actually a sloped station. It's at a 30% slope, whatever the hell 30% means. So this took some doing. This took some real playing around with, but eventually got it all done. And the way this is going to work is, oops, if I bring these up as well, you can see. So we've got the goods coming into here. Now, you know what? I actually need to lock these platforms properly, because this goods needs to be coming in on this side, not on this side. So Aspatria goods should be coming into Terminal 1, and Chudley goods, yeah, is coming into the right place. Right. And the only reason that I've put these bits in is just to make it look nice, because they're not going to get used, or at least they're not going to get used at the moment, and I don't think they're going to get used at all, but we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, they've all got the X's in. This bridge is freaking awesome. I deliberately did it so that it's joined at this end and then splits. And what you get is you get the split pillars then, which I think look really good. And like, seriously, it just gets better and better and better. Okay. Why did I need to... Oh, look. I've forgotten to hook that up. Oh, okay. That needs to get fixed. You know what? For now, let's just... yeah, let's just... It's going to knock that building down, but that's okay. Let's put that in like that. That's fine. Okay, so what's this whole master plan thing? Well, what we're going to be doing, guys... If I turn on some icons, factories in, let's turn those on as well. We are going to be producing food in the Chudley Valley. Oh yeah. We've got a farm here, Chudley Farm. And we are going to be shipping cows down to this food processing plant. We've actually got 3 food processing plants up here. I don't know whether... I've got a sneaking suspicion we might be using at least one of the other ones at some point. But for now, we're just going to use this one. And then we're going to ship the food to Aspatria. And then... Now, bear in mind, food uses the same wagons as goods. So we're going to be carrying goods up. We're going to be shipping food down. So we're going to be shipping food in both... we're going to be shipping stuff in both directions. We won't be shipping food in both directions on the Eastbourne, but we will be shipping stuff in both directions down here, and that is going to go all the way back to the main distribution point, and we're going to be shipping it like all over the place. So yeah, this is going to be freaking staggeringly profitable, or at least that's the plan. Okay. Now I've actually just saved the game at that point, because this is the 3rd time that I have recorded that, because every time I try to do this, the game crashes. And I hope it's not going to do this again. Basically, it was every time I tried to upgrade this stretch of road, the game crashed. So I've managed to get it to upgrade, and then that was just before I started recording this one again. So hopefully it's not going to present us with any more problems. So how are we going to ship the food, or at least the cows, over here? We're going to use trucks. Oh yeah, because like trying to get a train would be like very, very, very difficult. I mean, I could put a crappy... I mean, I could put a train route just going around the back, which would be like pretty easy. But nah. We're going to do it with trucks. Because people keep telling me, do it a different way. Don't do it the same way all the time. All right, then. So we'll do it with trucks. Right, we're going to get... Let's see. What do I want? I'll try and get a large truck station in here. I don't really need a large truck station, but... Now, it's trying to get this in and do it in such a way that the road looks nice. Well, that doesn't look too bad. Yeah, let's put that in and see what that looks like. Yeah, that's bearable. Hasn't done horrifically horrible things to the road. Good. Alrighty. I do like this kind of cliff edge. I'm not going to play around with any terrain while I'm doing this because there's so much to do. Right, so we're going to have trucks running from there. Is that in range? Yes, it is. And then they're going to come down this road here. Right? Now, are they going to go through Chudley? No, they're not. No, they're not. We are going to go around this corner. So I want a medium country road. And I'm only going to do this with medium country roads. So we're going to come off like that. Yep, that'll do. And then we're going to go around this corner. Now, when I put this road in here, I had no freaking idea what I was going to do with it. Like, none. Zero. I really had absolutely no idea. And then when I started thinking about doing this, it was like, that's what I can do with this. All right, let's bring you there. Around here. Now, can I get you to hook on to here in some kind of nice way? I would like this to be more like that. Yep, that'll do. Boom, in you go. And again, I've got to resist the temptation to smooth the terrain because that's driving me mad now. Right, so we go down here, round here, and then we're going to have a tunnel. And I'm going to do this with a large country road, I think, because the wider tunnels just look better. So we're going to go through here, and we're going to come out here. So how do we look at this end? At this end, that's going to look awesome. And at the other end, now, like these trees here, like this little recess in the trees, that wasn't like intended for this tunnel or anything. It's just the way it's worked out. So now the only question is, I'm going to bring it into here. The only question is whether I want to drop this down a little bit further, and I think we want to come down a little bit further. Maybe there. Yeah, go on. Boom. Oh, that is sweet. I can't wait to ride through there. Alrighty. And then, now, let's sort out my truck stations first, maybe. So now, we're gonna truck the cows in here, and then we're gonna truck the food up here. And this is something else that I spent ages with. So we're gonna go across here. We've got this nice road going up to the town, and then we've got this road, which is going up to the freight. It splits off and goes into town there, and this one goes up to the freight station, and is awesome. But I am thinking that we could do with an extra truck station here. And I'm thinking that that bit of road needs to be relayed. And we have another truck station in it. Yeah, I think we're going to have to do that. So let's take that out. Now, am I going to be able to get a road to come? This is not going to be good. It's going to have to go like that, and then up to about there. But there's no reason that it couldn't hook up to that. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about that now. Right. We want another truck station. So let's put another big truck station in over here. That's going to go in. That looks about right, actually. Does it need to come around one more notch? Yeah, one more notch. Alright, so that's going to go in. Boom. Sweet. Okay, and then over here, where's the... Here we go, it's the food processing plant. So, we need... the cows coming in, so we need a truck station, probably over that side. And then we need one to ship them out. So, I'm thinking... I've used a large country road there. Do I want to use a large? I think I'm going to use a medium. So I'll leave a bit of space so that if I decide that I want to upgrade this to a large country road, I can. Yeah, does that mess my roads up? No, that's fine. Yeah, that's not. I do hate the way it messes the roads up. That's probably about as good as it's going to be, so let's put that in there, and then we'll just run this out like that. Cool. Boom. Alrighty, so how the hell are we going to do this? We want 2 truck stations. I'm thinking that we're going to have one here, and that is going to be for the stuff going into to be shipped up to the freight station. Yeah, and then we want another one for these guys coming in here, and I'm thinking that's going to be on this side. So flip you around. Yeah, it needs to be fairly close. So let's flip you around a little bit like that. And put you in there. Cha-ching. Alrighty. Lots of terrain to be sorted out. Don't do it. Don't do it now. Don't do it now. Right, let's get a couple of lines sorted out. Boom, boom. Right, this is also going to be yellow. But yeah, you know what? We'll use that yellow because no, you know what? I'm going to stick with the other yellow because basically this coding is by the type of carriages that it needs to be shipped. So these use the same, so they're both going to be yellow. Right, this is going to be RF. Chudley Farm. Yeah, which I've spelt wrong. No, this is going to be RF Chudley Cows. Yeah, RF Chudley Cows. And that's going to go from Chudley Farm to there. And then this one is going to be Chudley Food, which is going to go... well, I suppose this is Aspatria Food, really. And you're going to go up to... that one. Now, hang on. That's the new one that I put in. Yeah. Alright. So this is going to be RF Aspatria Food. With a Q. 3 P's and a silent Q. Doll's Chickens. Another Monty Python reference. Alright. So, boom, 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 boom. That's that. We need trucks. Do we happen to have a depot around anywhere? We've got a depot down there. It's a bit far away. But it wouldn't be the end of the world. This is the Chudley bypass, by the way. There was a big to-do about that because they didn't want the trucks coming through the town. So they put in this bypass. Yep, that's all looking fine. So the ones for this we can put on from here. We are going to need quite a few vehicles on this. Like, eventually. But for now, I think we'll start off with, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10? Yeah. Set line all. This is Aspatria Food. Boom. Right, that's that. And then... no, I'm not going to send them from there, I don't think. Let's have, I don't know, maybe Be kind of nice to have a depot kind of out here somewhere. Maybe, I don't know, maybe here. Yeah, go on, let's put a depot in over here. I may change my mind about this, but would you even go in? No, you wouldn't. Yeah, you'd probably go on this side, but I don't really like you so much on this side. Oh, no, you won't go in that side either. Ah, you're going over there. Okay, well, if we flip you around, would you go in over there? Ah, you're going over there. All right, let's do that then. Okay. Oh, I didn't want to get rid of that. Buy road vehicles. Now, this is where we're going to need a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Let's put 20 on to start with and see how we do. So this is going to go on Chudley cows, isn't it? Yeah, Chudley cows. Boom. Alrighty. So we can get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. So that's shipping all that, that's shipping there. Right, so we need some trains. So Chudley goods. We need A3/5 buy with this is going to be Verbands wagons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's quite steep coming up this end, isn't it? Let's run them with 5, I think, rather than 6. So how many are we going to want? Well, we need good service, because this is going to be producing a lot of stuff. So let's put at least 4 on, I think. Yeah, let's put 4 on. 1, 2, nope, dupe. 1, 2, 3, 4, and you are all going on to Aspatria goods. Boom. Right, then we need to do the Chudley section. Now, where did the Chudley trains come from? The Chudley trains come from this depot. So, buy trains. A3/5 buy. And we're going to want the same amount of trains, aren't we? I would think. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3. Set line all. Chudley goods. Boom. Alrighty. Oh man, this is getting busy. Right, now Biggleswade. Biggleswade's going to be shipping more stuff. So I'm thinking that we need more trains on the Biggleswade line. So let's see. I didn't put any signals on here. Let's put some signals on quickly, I think. So we only need them on this side, don't we? And I should use that. I've started using the modern signals now. So, yeah. See, really, I should put it there. But I'm not going to be putting trains on and taking trains off at the same time. No, go on, I'll put it there. Because otherwise, people will complain. People will complain. Right. How many trains have we got on the goods? I think we've only got like 1. Let's have a look. Vehicles. Yeah, we've only got 1. See, that's running with 6, and that's going up the steep hill. Yeah, I think we should run that with 5 rather than 6. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. Replace that with 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Replace now. Yes, please. Thanks very much. And then, buy trains. We want you buy Verbands wagons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, how many? I'm thinking 3. 1. But we're going to be. You know what? I think for now, just an extra 2. Yeah. So set you on Biggleswade goods. Boom. And that's probably 1 too many, to be honest. But it's okay. We're going to be making tons of cash, so I don't really care. Right. I think at that point, guys, we are actually ready to kick it off and see all of this happen. And there is a lot to keep our eyes on. But if you want to see it, guess what? Yeah, you're going to have to come back for the next episode. And we're going to see all of this springs to life. We can see all the goods transferring, all the oil and the planes and the food and everything. Come back for that. I'll catch you for that. I hope you enjoyed this one. Peace out.